Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I am creating this very soft glowy look with a little bit of cat eye going on, like something, you know, warm in the eyes. For today's look I used my Charlotte Tilbury The Icon palette. I used this in the previous video with a bunch of new makeup I bought recently, but for today's video I wanted to use this side of the palette, which is the daytime look for Charlotte Tilbury. So I just used 3 eyeshadows and I really like how this look turned out. I also used again my Natasha Denona Bloom palette, and I show you how I like to use it because the previous video was a first impression. So now I know how I like to use it for my skin tone, and I also used it on my lips. I tested a new brand, I haven't tried it before, that's the brand Stellar. I used the primer and also the face sculptor, and also I'm using for the first time on camera the new Guerlain L'Essentiel Foundation. Look at that little guy, it's so pretty, that packaging. And the Kaja concealer as well. So a bunch of new makeup as well, and well, things you already saw in my previous video, but a different look. So if you want to see how I created this look and what I think of these new products, please keep on watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and thank you so much for watching. Without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I'm gonna start with a new primer from the brand Stellar, Monica Doll, and that's a brilliant primer. So it comes in that little packaging. I read good reviews about it, so I'm intrigued. Comes with a pump. Doesn't have a strong smell. I probably should not try a new primer when I'm trying a new foundation, but well, technically I used the foundation once already, so I'm gonna go for it. Feels nice. It feels very silky. Okay, it doesn't leave like a particular glow to the skin. Now I am using on camera for the first time the new Guerlain foundation, and that it's called L'Essentiel, the Essential. L'Essentiel, and it's supposed to be a natural glow foundation with a 16-hour wear. So pretty, look at that. And it's supposed to hydrate and protect against pollution. Okay, I'm gonna use a new foundation brush from Sonia Kashuk. That's called the Flat Top Foundation Brush. Looks pretty cool. Let's start with one, just to see how much we get with that. And I bought like a warmer shade, because I'm not that tan and spring is coming, and I hope I'll get more colors. So it smells nice. It smells like a very pleasant day cream, old school day cream, but like nice, you know. I guess the color is not that warm actually. So I'm just gonna do one side. They sell a very nice brush with it, but it's almost the same price as the foundation, but it feels very similar to that brush actually. Maybe a bit softer, but well. So you probably need 2 pumps for the entire face. It feels very thin, but it has a nice coverage. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see. Look at that. But it's very thin, very liquidy foundation. I would say it's medium coverage, but it canceled the redness very well. It doesn't hide like my little spots here, but it looks like skin. I'm gonna use a sponge on the other side just for kicks. Okay, so far it looks very similar. Because it's very thin, it's very nice because it doesn't look cakey if you built in for more coverage. It has kind of that satiny veil, you know. It's not completely dry, so I'm gonna wait, but not bad. Like, well, not bad. It's a $60 foundation, so should be good. L'Essentiel. L'Essentiel is something, you know, you use every day. It's like on a day you don't want to wear makeup, you could totally wear that foundation by itself with a bit of concealer and it will look good. I'm gonna use a new concealer. I didn't know, but Kaja does concealer too. It's called Don't Settle. I have the shade Banana Milk, and this is how it looks like. Pretty packaging. Finish on the lid. And I'm gonna use my sponge to blend. So I used that concealer when I was in Hawaii. I bought it there actually. It's very nice. It has a nice coverage. It doesn't set in the little fine lines, and you don't necessarily need to set it. They also sell a corrector, but well, I just bought that one for now. But I'm pretty impressed with that K-Beauty brand, Kaja. I did a video a few months ago showcasing their little eyeshadow toppers. They're really good. Very brightening, and it looks very, once again, very natural. It doesn't look cakey or thick at all. Well, I'm gonna use again the Natasha Denona Bloom palette, the Bloom Blush and Glow palette, and show you how I actually like to use it. And because, well, there's some cream products, I want to put it before my bronzer and highlighter. We're gonna go first with the cream, the Glow Cream Base, which is supposed to be the glow, but I like to use it as a base for my cream blush. It has that nice peachy undertone. It's very pretty. And it actually brings a nice glow to the cheek area. Look at that, I just started. And I know it was more glowy than it shows on my previous video. It's just the light here, it's so bright. It's hard to find a good lighting. Well, no, that's the perfect light here, it's a daylight, but it's hard to show sometimes the glow or duochrome stuff, you know, when the light is too bright. Look at that color, it's very, very pretty here. I'm gonna zoom you in. And I'm using my It Cosmetics brush. It's a powder brush, but I always use it for cream blushes. I could use just that as a cream blush and not add the other one. And it's very fresh. I'm gonna go and do a small dab, like poof, like that, because it's very pigmented. And we're gonna add some color. Just right here. So it's very rosy, really rosy cheeks, but it's very fresh. I kind of like it for spring actually. I think it's very, well, any time of the year, but it's just a very fresh look. I'm just gonna go with my sponge right here. And now I'm going to use the Duo Glow on top of it. It adds that nice like peachy undertone to the cheek. Now I'm gonna go for the Glow Extreme highlighter. I don't know if I can call that a universal highlighter. It looks pretty on my skin tone. I don't know how it would look like on fair skin tone. Not sure you could use it as a highlighter. It's not a universal shade, but it would look gorgeous on darker skin tones. And it looks nice. It looks very, very pretty, glowy. Tiny bit on the nose. But I want to use something else, so forgot about that actually. Forgot, but well, that's okay. And this is how I like to use the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. For bronzer and highlighter, well, we could be a bit more glowy. I bought another thing from Stellar, and that is called the Face Sculptor, and I bought the shade Umbra. They have two shades. They have a darker one, and this is how it looks like. It's made in Canada, actually. You get two highlighters and that bronzer that looks great. I'm gonna do one dab first because I'm not sure how pigmented it is. I'm just gonna look in the monitor here, my camera screen. Let's see. I have a feeling that brush is a bit too soft. I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury powder and sculpt brush. Pretty. I like that bronzer. It's very buildable. Nice shade. Very easy to blend. Very nice. Let's try the glow. So they have two glow. Let's do a little swatch here. Well, we might mix both. I'm gonna try the pinkish first, actually. Pretty. Not sure if you can tell because I already have a Natasha Denona. Let's put on the nose maybe a tiny bit. Okay, and let's try the gold one on top. We're gonna be super glowy. Go maybe under the eyebrow here. Okay, well, we are bronzed and glowy. I'm really happy with that Stellar face palette, face sculptor. Well, let's do the eyebrows very quickly. I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows. I'm living out of my suitcase now. It's all our clothes, everything is at home in cases and boxes. So yeah, because if you haven't watched the previous video, well, we're doing renovations at our place and it's taking, of course, a bit longer than we hoped. Yeah, we are staying at my husband's parents. Yeah, and I'm not sure when we're gonna be able to move back in. Maybe next week. We could start to sleep in our bedroom this weekend, but it's still so dusty. Okay, well, we're gonna do that. I'm not even sure if there are even. We are going to pretend they are, okay? Well, for today, well, because I don't have another new eyeshadow palette, I ordered the Natasha Denona Biba palette, guys. So it should be arriving next week, Monday, hopefully. Yeah, I'm excited. It looks really nice. It looks like the palette I was waiting for. Like I was always commenting on her pages, like, can you do like a neutral eyeshadow palette? And yeah, and there it is. So I'm excited to play with it. But for today, okay, I'm gonna quickly spray my face with the Dragon's Blood Essence Mist from Rodial. I talked about this before. I really like that mist. Just to be even more glowy and hydrated. It smells so good too. Oh, it's nice. Although I'm trying not to buy anything with fragrance now, and it's hard, guys. There's a lot of fragrance in everything, so it's not easy, but I'm finding some stuff. I might do a video once I have enough to show you. Well, now let's play with the Charlotte Tilbury The Icon palette once again. I played with it in my previous video, but I used maybe a lot of colors and that was maybe too much. I really like the final look, but I think we can do something very simple and have a very nice impact. Well, she does the, you know, like the prime, enhance and smoke thing. I don't know if I'm gonna follow the rules, but we're gonna try to do something a bit different because I don't want to start with the same shade as yesterday. And I think I want to be more in the natural rosy undertone. So you know what, I'm just gonna prime with this one and I'm just gonna go with the finger. So this is a very nice shade, actually. It's a tiny bit duochrome, very pretty, and by itself it's so pretty when you don't want to do too much on your eyes. There's a bit of concealer here and I did not set my lid on purpose. See that? So pretty. And I think you can use these wet too, actually. I should try. I'm gonna use this brush, a MAC 230, I think. It's almost erased. And I'm gonna spray it with my mist. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Oh, look how shiny it is. Oh, so nice wet. See in the inner corner too. We're gonna start with the daytime look that she created, and we'll see if we want to intensify. Once again, like they feel like a cream to powder formula. You know what it reminds me of? And I don't know if she would like to hear that comparison, but you know the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette? It reminds me of that formula. Okay, so I'm going to focus in the outer corner and the crease. Sometimes it doesn't record. Okay, and now I'm starting like with the last shade of the daytime look, and I started to apply it in the crease. And the outer corner. Okay, taking my other brush and blend. Yeah, these shadows are so easy to work with. They're easy to blend. Lower lash line, I'm gonna go to the two last shade, Enhance and Smoke, and the shade Smoke. What is very nice with those shadows too that I did not mention in the previous video is like you don't have any fallout. Let's see if I can intensify a tiny bit this corner. Yes. Very nicely actually. Should have taken a more precise brush. Yeah, you can create a little liner here. Pretty. Okay, I really like that. Very pretty. And I'm just gonna put a tiny bit more of that first shade right there and do a little link here. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna stick to the daytime and leave it like that. So yeah. So previously I showed that I bought some Milk Makeup Longwear Gel Eyeliner, and I also bought the shade CEO and Bonus. And I think I'm gonna try Bonus, but maybe a black would have been nice too. This is how it comes, and you have the little sponge to smudge and, you know, smoke it if you want. That side, and Milk Makeup Gel liners are very pigmented. And they last so long. The other day I really had to go with a Q-tip and makeup remover in my waterline to take it off. It's a nice brown. I'm gonna tightline quickly with it. Not gonna use a smudger today, but I used it with a blue one and it was so nice. I'm gonna curl my lashes quickly. And I'm gonna use again the Pat Mcgrath Labs Fetish Eyes mascara. Whew, so good, that mascara. It doesn't smudge too, so long wear. In case you didn't watch my previous video, there it is. That gives me like nice thick eyelashes. Okay, eyes are done and I love it. I think it looks so nice. Well, the mascara, I'm really impressed with it. But look at that. Very soft, yet it has an impact. I really like it. For my lips, well, I'm just gonna use my Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. I think this is perfect, like it will go really well with the eyes. So I'm just gonna take some of that cream blush and I'm gonna go first with the dark one. I'm just gonna go with a finger. And then the glow cream. My lips are a bit dry. That's creating that very pretty color. Let's do a sort of ombre in the dark color in the outer corners. What do I think of that look? Yeah, I think it looks pretty. It's a bit metallic actually. Let's see. Tiny bit metallic, which usually I don't go for. Let's see if I add a tiny bit of my lipstick, like a dose of colors, just in the center. This is the shade Butterscotch. Maybe a tiny bit of that duochrome powder on top. Why not? We're just playing quickly. Pretty. So this is the final look for today's video. What do you guys think? I love the eyes. So simple. It's free eyeshadows, free colors from the daytime look. Just love how I was able to do that little flick here with the powder. The lips, well, we played with the palettes plus a little bit of my dose of colors, but very pretty. You can do very cool little, like just a bitten lip, you know, with that red, or you can mute it with a little bit of that nude glow. The Stellar primer is very nice. I'm gonna see how it performs and I will use it with other foundations that I'm used to use, just to see if it does something and longevity of the wear. It looks really nice. The Guerlain foundation, well, first of all, the packaging is stunning. They did such a good job. I think it has SPF, but we're in Canada, so they put a little tag here, but I'm sure there's SPF in it. And yeah, I love the packaging. The smell is not overwhelming at all, which is good for Guerlain. Usually I know they're very scented makeup. And they promote like natural glow, éclat naturel, and 16 hours wear. So I'm not gonna wear it for 16 hours, I don't think so. The concealer is very nice. You can layer on. It doesn't look cakey at all. It doesn't set in the fine lines, you know, so very good for Kaja. It's a nice everyday concealer. The Stellar face palette, I love the bronzer and the glow is very nice. I will try the highlighters by themselves too, just to see how they perform, but I swatched them and they look really nice. Yeah, I think that's all for new stuff today. Well, yeah, the Milk Makeup gel eyeliner, very good, long lasting, pigmented. You can do a little smoky eye quickly with it too, with that little applicator on the other side. Very impressed with this one. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share with your friends. You can also follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and I will see you in the next video. Bye.